Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Dimlet and welcome back to Sky Factory 2.5. Last episode, we were working trying to get a couple of different things. We got a powered spawner for wisps, and then we were trying to figure out the best way to get the draconium and dragon dimlets as we could. So I looked up, we made a material absorber last time, and I looked up that we need 128 blocks of whatever it is we want to make a dimlet of. So that means 128 blocks of draconium. So I came here to the end, and as you can see, I found a meteor over there. We had a meteor over there that I went to and mined a bit with our silk touch pick, and I got some draconium. Now, here's the weird thing, and this is why I wasn't sure if this was going to work. I did mine about 20, not quite 20. I mined maybe like 10, 15 Draconium Ore while I was dimlet hunting once again, because that's what I like doing. I went to the netherrack world. It's really easy to see the Draconium Ore there, and it was one of those things, might as well while I'm flying around trying to find stuff. So that's what I did. Well, I remembered, well, let's see what happens at the end if we can use this ore. So I have 29 of it in my inventory, and I kind of want to show off. Let's go back to the home base. And all I did was I just went and vein mined and all that kind of fun stuff. I got a whole bunch of this stuff, and now we have 29 normal draconium ore. Yeah, it works. So we've put 2 in here so far. So all we have to do is get the rest of this, and we can get the material absorber that has all of this stuff. So let's grab a wand. And we're going to do a couple of different things today. Endstone can go away, obsidian can go away, this can go away. And honestly, the pickaxe we're going to keep for right now. There is a reason for that, but we'll get to that soon enough. Let's get some redstone. Let's get some blocks of redstone. And I want to go ahead and put a bunch of stuff on here. And then we need 5 more. I realized it would have been easier to do if you do a block in one slot and then just dust in the other. It makes it so it's perfect. So put some haste on that, make it go a little bit faster. Alright, and let's get a wand. Alright, so what we can do now is come over here and do one of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, something like that. We'll just do this. And I think it can absorb it like this. Hopefully. And we're just going to put the material absorber on top. And yeah, so that's going to absorb all of that draconium. A little bit of a shame, right? A little bit. We're going to be getting infinite after. So we have a material absorber with draconium ore 100%. That is what I want. So we can put this in here, and we can put the material type there, and all we need is a rarity 6 dimlet. Well, I've been working diligently trying to get more dimlets, and we'll see if we got any rarity 6s here in a moment. So survey says we got a rarity 5. I'm gonna hate if I get I did get an ardite. I knew about that. Okay, we didn't get any draconium. Do we get a dragon? Nope. Okay. Just wanted to check those. Might as well. So let's put this here. Cycle back. And just clean this up. I found a lot of dimlets, so it's kind of nice, but at the same time it's really hard to get the ones I want, so who really cares? What we're gonna do probably is take one of the, I don't know why I always exit out of it, habit I guess. We're gonna take one that doesn't really matter too much, and we're gonna use that. Now there is a problem we're gonna run into very soon, and I will show that off. Also, we have so many the sky dimlets. These guys, we have stacks upon stacks of some of these. I really need to deal with that at some point, but I'm not too concerned with it right now. So if we switch this to rarity and scroll all the way down on this one, rarity 3 is all you can get. But if we cycle to the other one, we have 2 resin enders. So this is going to be what we need. Go to the Dimlet workbench, we can put that in, extract it, and since this is infused, we should get all of them, which gives us Dimlet controller, and there is the Draconium Ore Dimlet. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have a Draconium Ore Dimlet. That is step 1. Step 2 is we need a lot more power. This thing requires 100,000 RF per tick to maintain. So yeah, we don't have enough power. Not from this guy. This guy's only making 7,000. This guy makes, well, nothing right now. We can fix that though. So before we can really use the draconium stuff, we need some assistance. We're gonna get into a little bit of Thaumcraft today, but I think mostly what we're gonna do is kind of some miscellaneous stuff. Now the next thing I want to work on, we don't need a bucket usually, so let's put the bucket away. The next thing I want to work on is more seeds. And I had which seeds I wanted to do, and then they got changed. So I know one was obsidian seeds. So let's see what seeds we have. I figured out which ones I want up there, basically. I want obsidian, yellowite. I have a list. Let me look. I've planned out the rest of them. Obsidian, yellowite, sulfur, and saltpeter are the other 2 that we're going to need. So let's start getting these together. Sulfur seeds. I want to look at this. So sulfur. We need 21 of these. And that should not be too much of an issue. Nope, not at all. Alright, so that's going to craft up, and we have the sulfur. Next, I need obsidian seeds, which I think is just going to be this. And we need 20 of these. And also yellowite. Yellowite seeds, we only need 15 of these. So obsidian, we need 20. That'll craft up. No problem. And now we need yellowite. So we need 15 of these. But we need more ingots. So luckily I have a ton of yellowite dust. We can just pop down here and put this in the redstone furnace. Can get rid of that. And I am going to mark off on my list all of these seeds. So yellowite, sulfur, obsidian, and the last one is saltpeter, which I will get momentarily. And then that will be what we do for the last little bit on this side. And then basically I will need to make a lot more seeds. I'll probably do most of that off camera, to be honest. Although one, I do want to make sure we have 6. So we need 15. Although some of them we're going to need to get some extra stuff for. Basically, we're going to need... Ooh, saltpeter we don't have any of. Oh, wait, no, it's niter. That's right. So can we make the saltpeter seeds? We need 21 of these. We're missing Minicio essence? Alright, so we also need to teach this that Minicio Essence is made from Osseo. That is fine. I didn't realize we were going to run out of that, so okay. Just do one of those. And now we should be able to do the saltpeter seeds. 21 of these. Start. And that'll be it. So I'm going to go ahead and start making some of the seeds we're going to need. But let's go ahead and get this taken care of, and then we can destroy that. The last one is going to only have 2 things. So we'll have to figure out other things to grow. That won't be too much of a problem. And we're rocking. Cool. So let's go ahead and make at least one of each of the rest of the seeds if we can, and we'll go from there. So we have. Let me grab my cheat sheet, my paper that I have all this stuff written on. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more plus 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 2 can go over here. Enderman is one that's going to be a 2. And that will be the 4th row. And basically we're just going to go through and make all of these. So the next seed, so we're going to want, let's see, if it's 6, there's 24, 25, 26. Because, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 24, 25, 26. So we're going to need 23 of the seeds. So let's make these. And then we should be able to make one of each of all the stuff. So the first one is chicken. Chicken essence, chicken seeds made with eggs. Let's get essence. Let's just craft 100. Let's do like 40. And like 40 of those. And like 20 of those. Alright, so chicken. We're gonna want cow. This one should be similar. Pig and sheep. Pig is like so, and sheep is probably with wool. So let's get 4 wool. And there we go. So that is that row. Now some of them we might not be able to make yet. Next is ardite. If I can spell ardite. Ardite seeds. And then cobalt. Cobalt seeds are going to require 4 cobalt, so let's pop down here. I do believe I can do that and miss every single one. Let's get this taken care of, and we should be able to get most of the seeds pretty easily at this point. Some of them are going to be a little bit more difficult than others just because they're going to require Zavisio, but once we get them all, it should not be too much of a problem. So there's cobalt. Now I know wither skeleton is another one that we're going to need. Oh, it takes skeleton seeds though. I forgot about that one. So we'll get to that one soon enough. And next one is actually an achievement. So let's get diamond seeds and emerald seeds. And this should be easy enough. So if we look in our achievement book, we should see near the beginning, whoa, way too far in the beginning, Craft a diamond seed. We just did. So that is the next row. And then we need Certus seeds. We're going to need quartz seeds and aluminum seeds. I really didn't have anything good to go with that, so aluminum seeds it is. We're going to need blaze, which I think we already have. Blizz seeds. This one will be a little bit interesting to get. Gas seeds and wither skeleton seeds. So let's do skeleton seeds. Wither skeletons require these, so we need 2 of these. And then we can get the wither skeleton seeds. Let's see, we're going to need creeper. We're going to need spider. Spider seeds are going to be highly sought after because of spider essence, which allows you to make string pretty easily. A little bit better than some other stuff, but the sheep essence is going to give us wool, so it doesn't really matter to me too much. Slime seeds. And let's see what all we have so far. So, Certus, Fluix, quartz, and aluminum. Blaze, blizz, gas, and wither skeletons. Creeper, skeleton, spider, and slime. There is no zombie. And then we need nickel, lead, nickel, which is ferrous, lead, platinum, and what's the last one? Silver. I couldn't read my writing. Whoops. Silver. So we're going to need some Imperial essence, silver, and then platinum, or shiny if you'd like. And then the last one is XP seeds. Experience. I guess they are actually called experience seeds. So for that we need some enchanted books. But then that is all of the seeds that we'll need. I guess we have enchanted books, so we just need Imperial essence. Now, the enchanted books, are these bad? Yes, they are. Cool. So the enchanted books are something that we can probably deal with starting today. And I think let's go ahead and do this. So before we do, let's get some more auto crafting going, because I also want to make solar panels. Now, we don't have any recipes for solar panel ones, so let's teach the system how to make these. So glass and aluminum. We can make glass. We know how to make glass. We can do that. And then tier 2 requires that guy, which we might already know how to make. Or not. Wow. So solar panel tier 2 requires that. And let's go ahead and place these in here so that we can tell the system to make a solar panel. And then we can teach it how to make solar panel tier 2s. If we get the coil, which should be really easy craft. And once we get a lot of this stuff taken care of, we can start making a lot more stuff. And then we're going to need solar panel tier 3, which requires a machine frame. That is another recipe we're gonna have to deal with. So we need 1 mirror and a lapis. And we'll do one of these, so mirror plus lapis down here in the induction furnace, because I have one. I wasn't sure for a second. I couldn't remember, to be honest. That will give us, it's a photovoltaic cell, isn't it? Yep. One of these. And then we just put this, the induction smelter needs more room. Is there any of this stuff that we can... I mean, alloy smelter, to be perfectly honest, can make some of this stuff. Steel? Yep, that's not the, the thing. It's the, yeah, that wasn't the actual item. That was the actual item, not the pattern. So, yeah, I can't use those. So basically, I just need to make sure that there's plenty of room with the induction furnace. There's going to be some other stuff, so I'll just kind of move those around as I need to them. So we need a leadstone frame, which should be pretty easy to make if we get a little bit of glass. We'll teach that. Now we do need the leadstone frame. We also need, let's just look up frame. We need one of each of these. So our system already knows how to make the machine frame, so we should be able to make solar panels 3. And then solar panel 4 requires 16 clay. So let's get 16 clay plus one of these. And we're going to have to put these two in there as well. Actually, I don't want vibrant in there. Let's do these two, because I don't use those as often. Now, there's other ways to handle this, but this is going to be the easiest way. So we'll get these two things in there. And that'll make the photovoltaic cell 2. We can encode that, put that into here. And then if we look up solar panel tier 3, we should be able to tell this to make it. And it should have no problem. So what else do we need for a solar panel tier 4? We need a hardened energy cell and a hardened machine frame. So, to get the hardened machine frame, we need electrum gears. We also need a machine frame. And then we should be able to teach it this. We also need to make the gear, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Except we don't have any CPUs available right now. So we'll wait on that for a moment. I do need some more food. What to eat for food? While donuts are tempting, I think I'm going to go with some epic bacon. So everything's done. Let's make the gear. And we should be able to make the hardened machine frame. And then the hardened energy cell. I didn't realize I was going to take an energy, no, not ender, energy cell. That'll take a second to craft. Shouldn't be that bad. Probably had to make some glass. And we'll put these guys up here. And now we should be able to make Let's see, let's do the hardened energy stuff first, or the hardened components first. And we should be able to make a solar panel tier 4. And we can put that in here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I have 3 of the 3s. 3 of the 3s. We're going to take these off. Nothing too bad with that. We're going to throw these in here. And solar panel tier 4. We have 2 available. It's going to craft 2. So do I have all that stuff? So solar panel, I need to make the photovoltaic cells. Need to make 2 more of these, and then I should be able to do solar panel 3s, the hardened energy cell, hardened machine frame, and then these guys, and make a 4. And we're going to throw that in there. We're going to see what it takes to make a 5. Now we are running out of interface room down here. How many channels do we have left? We have plenty of channels there. We have plenty of channels. So let's make 8 more interfaces. That sound good? I think that sounds just fine. We'll do that. And while that is working, let's get some more patterns. So I bet we're going to need a reinforced machine. Let's see, let's just look up machine frame. We're gonna need one of these. We're gonna need a signalum gear, so let's teach the system how to make that. And we do know how to make signalum, so that's good. So signalum gear. I think it was also some hardened glass. And now we should be able to make machine frame like so. And we'll put that down here. Now we're also going to need, so let's go ahead and craft one of these. And then we'll also need an enderium gear. And then we can teach this how to make the next tier as well. So put that in there, and everything's good. So honestly, I don't think I need these anymore, because I don't plan on making the coke oven ever again. So let's just clean those up, put those back in there, and now we need the energy cell frames, I bet. So let's take a look at the next tier of solar panels. Let's see, tier 5. Yes, it requires a full energy frame. So we're going to want to make one of these with hardened glass. Takes a second, but not too bad. Oh, because that's not a recipe. Electrum. Get back there. And now here's the question. We have a fluid tank set up, but we don't have one of these guys set up. The magma crucible fluid transposers. So, is it worth it to do it? Let's see. Frame one of these guys. There's also the bottling machine, casting basin. I didn't realize that. Pretty much the only thing is fluid transposers. Now, I think this is going to be one of those where it's going to be easier to make the frame than it is to automate the rest of the stuff. But I don't know that. And then this frame can be made with that, luckily. So we'll need 40 redstone. It's expensive. Let's go ahead and get a pattern for it though. So something like this gives you, because this isn't actually something that's super difficult to automate. It's just not something I typically want to. Now we could make it really slow. That would be fine, to be perfectly honest. I don't really care how fast this goes. And because ultimately it's the magma crucible that matters with that. How bad would it be to make... Let's just turn this off, by the way. How bad would it be to make a magma crucible? Let's make 2 more machine frames. Let's get our interfaces. We're going to want 1 more, I think. And this should not be too much of an issue. So you will also need a chest and some item conduits and probably some power conduits as well. So we should have most of the stuff. We just need to make the magma crucible, 2 Invar gears. So Invar, let's craft 100 of that. Why not? That'll go really quick. We also need the leadstone frame and reception coil, which we can just go ahead and do that. So there's the magma crucible, and then fluid transposer requires copper gears, 1 of these, and some glass. Let's make 100 glass. That'll take a moment, but it will be pretty quick. So there's the fluid transposer. Now we could go ahead and let's see, a hardened machine frame is an electrum gear, and let's go ahead and get a signalum gear and we need 4 pieces of hardened glass. We have no crafting CPUs. Do we only have 2? No, it was making something else. So 4 pieces of hardened glass. And now if we look at this, we can go ahead and upgrade the magma crucible, and then reinforced. We can do that. And then do we have augments? We haven't automated these, but not that big of a deal. So I need 2 of those, because this will go to hardened, and we need blazing pyrotheum. Which this will upgrade a reinforced. So that should be everything we need to do this. Now that we have the resonant energy cell, this is the only thing that we're going to be making with this. And then we get some Enderium. And we can teach this how to make that one as well. Which this will be a crafting recipe. Alright, so let's pop down. We need to get more automation for this guy, for one. So, 1, 2, and I'll get more molecular assemblers. And then this guy, just break this, put that there. Which needs to go into a, let's see, we'll do a chest, I think. Actually, this is going to be easier on the other side, I think. How much base do we have? We have enough. So we'll put a chest down, magma crucible here, with the 2 augments, input the top, and output out the side. This will be fill, input there, output out the back. So then what we do is this, disable that one, and then we get these guys. I need to stop hitting shift when I place those. Now it's right next to this. I honestly should move these over one. I should honestly just move these guys somewhere else. And honestly, I need to make more of them. So what I'll probably do, because this is using 21 channels, is I'll probably move those. I don't know. We might pull a line this way and put them like in the center. I don't know. I don't really use the elevator, so it doesn't really matter much to me. But anyways, this guy will be extract always active, and this guy will be insert. Now presumably we throw this in here. This will hopefully export. It should export to the chest, and what I'm hoping is if we look at frames, we tell it to make one of these. What should happen is it's going to put the redstone in there, and it's going to put that in there. Alright, so basically only certain things can go in here, only certain things can go in here. So it's going to put the redstone in here. That is not right. So there we go. That is correct. And then that will go fairly slowly. I could upgrade this machine. I don't know if it's going to be necessary. We'll see. But there we go. That is automated those things. Can we sleep? Awesome. Automated those things. Automated machine frames. So it's going to be a matter. I'll probably upgrade those machines, both of them, to be super fast between episodes. But what that's going to allow us to do is, let's look at in here. I heard something break. What just broke? Might have been mob farm. Really don't know what else would have broken. So let's look in here. So solar panels, we have tier 4. Tier 5 also requires this, which is a fluid transposer. So let's get the photovoltaic cells. We get one of these, and for the tier 3, it's 2,000 millibuckets of glowstone. Now glowstone, if we look at the uses in a magma crucible, that is 8 glowstone. So processing 8 glowstone with one of these guys, and presumably if I put this in here, everything will go exactly where it should, and there should be no problem. And that seems to be the way. I'm going to speed these guys up, I think. Shouldn't be that difficult to do. I'm going to move these as well and probably increase the number. Probably go to 4 processors for now. So let's grab these. We should have the photovoltaic cell, which I want to go ahead and put in here. We'll get that recipe. And then the last one, 2 blaze rods with this guy. So that's easy enough. And that's in a... we'll get that in a moment, because I need to do the other one first. So let's see, solar panel 5s. There we go. And now we can do this. Let's see, that goes into the chest. This one gets to go right here. And we're going to make, we're going to tell the system to do 2 more molecular assemblers. It'll take a moment, but it shouldn't be too bad. And then the induction furnace. You guys get to go through that. We'll get the photovoltaic cells, and awesome. So do we have the molecular assemblers? We do. So now solar panels tier 6. This is the highest tier, and we need machine frame, resonant. We need one of these guys, and then we need a solar panel tier 5. So this is gonna we need more. Oh wow, we need more essence. All right then. So that tells me we need more sand. So we should be able to go like here and here and here, and throw all of this into the system, and this should maybe, we're still missing a bit. We're missing 33, but that's it. So it's not that bad. Now the tier 6s, by the way, generate 4,000 RF per tick. So if we can get a handful of those, our RF generation should not be any concern, which will mean we can make the Draconium world. Now we're not going to be making that to live in for like any amount of time, but just making it to do something with for like 5 seconds should be good enough. So, oh no ho, we need another shiny hoe. That's not a problem. So let's get one of these and get this taken care of. So one of these days I might automate the hoe insertion for this machine, but probably not. So let's just speed this up. This will craft up quite quickly. And once we get one solar panel 5, we can get a bunch of solar panel 5s. Now, right now we're making all the stuff with, we're making the sand with these guys. We'll probably make glass another way. Now, another thing we could do, and this is an idea, but I don't know that it would work all that well because of the nature of what we're going to be doing. We could actually make a dimlet with liquid glass. That's really cheap. We could also make just a dimlet with glass. That might be a better way to make a bunch of glass. Actually, that's an idea. I think we'll do that. We can do that real quick. It shouldn't be that difficult. Make a glass dimension. God, that's going to be so weird. So we should be able to craft a single solar panel. No, we're missing a little bit of earth essence. So you know what? Let's go ahead and make 2 dimension tabs. We'll put one in here for later. And let's grab, let's see. What do I want? I think the tendrils would be cool, and I have so many tendrils. Dimlets. Let's see, do we have anything good? Not really. And I want material glass. It's rarity 2. They are a little expensive, but not really. Not really at all, to be perfectly honest. And can we get... I would like an effect none, I think. Just to make sure. I want this to be a decent world I can actually do things in. Compact equal stacks. This guy... Effect none, material tendrils. We'll call this glass, store, and build. So let's get, we have our Silk Touch pickaxe. Let's get this guy and this guy on the bar. So it is made. This world is really nice. So home base, glass, dial once. Let's see what kind of world we have. So tendrils of glass. This should look really cool, to be honest. Whoa, this is... Yeah, this is neat. Green world, but everything seems to be fine. So all we have to do is just... that. And we should have a ton of glass. Yeah, so many stacks of glass. And now we just come over here and... Our pickaxe broke. But that's fine. We can fix it. And go home. So there is a ton of glass that we can just kind of dump off into our system. So we'll do that. And I almost wonder. Okay, so infusions were never really like messed with in this in the magical crops tools. Never really something that came up a lot. So this will take a minute, but it can get crafting. Hopefully, now there is a concern about it messing up with the the things down below the food transposer. It might try to put something in there that it's not ready for. I think these are ghost items. I hope. Yeah, I pulled out ghost items out of these, I think. I hope. So, hopefully it doesn't craft the things. There is a way to fix that, and that is blocking mode, but it's not super reliable. But anyways, let's see. One, we can take this guy out. Don't need him right now. Let's grab some cobalt, and I'm just going to pulverize it and cook it up here, just as easy. And let's see what else was I wanting to do. We need food of some sort. So let's scroll through and find some food. Don't have enough golden apples just to eat golden apples. I have so much. We're going to take care of this stuff next episode, I think. I have a hobgoblin and a golden lasso. I also have a hobgoblin and a soul vial as well. Oh, by the way, I caught a peck forager. That's a quest later, I do believe. So I figured I might as well catch one now. So food. Any kind of food that looks good. Not really seeing much food in here. There we go. Plowman's lunch. There's also pizzas and roast potatoes. I'm going to take those guys and put them in here just so I have food kind of available to me when I need it. So let's take a look. How's the crafting come? It's done. Cool. So if I look up at solar panels, tier 6, I can now make them. Now tier 5s are really powerful. It's a tier 5 is 1,000 RF per tick. Now these are not really worth it for how much it costs. Yeah, we need a lot more redstone. I can teach this a couple of things. I can teach it this, which isn't a bad idea. I can also start, one of the things I'm going to want to start doing is extracting stuff to be processed. Ores that I will eventually get from this again. I've turned this off for the time being, but any ores that we get into the system, being able to process that would be really nice. So just little things I'm not really worried about, but redstone might be something we want to go ahead and process. If we take a look at this, the best way, pulverizer gives you 6. That technically gives you 9 each, but also costs sand. And then this gives you 8 plus chance for extra. So I think sag mill is the best, which I don't have one down here. That's super fast, so oh well, we'll pulverize it. We'll get a bunch of redstone. Anyways, let's grab our solar panel, tier 5, and we're just going to place it right here, and that should help fill out all of our power once we sleep anyways. And that's kind of what I wanted. So all of this was just to get better solar panels, get more power, and all that fun stuff. Now, one of the big things that we're going to want to start working towards, other than getting all the seeds for the farm, which I'm going to do off camera, we need a lot of power for this. I'm going to say let's go ahead and make it. So I want, let's see, is effect none. How much does that cost? Basically nothing. It's basically free. And then we're also going to want some sort of feature. Now, huge orbs are pretty cheap. Orbs are pretty cheap. Pyramids are cheap. Tendrils are cheap. But what's going to be the best, I think? Something that I can get a lot of stuff very quickly. I think huge orbs might be the best. So let's go ahead and make this dimension. So effect none, material draconium, and this is gonna be scary. So this costs a lot. Now there is something we can do. There is a dimlet. I don't know how effective it will be, but the efficiency dimlets. Now, maintenance, this one, it explodes the creation cost. We'll need 100,000 extra to create, but these are both disabled, so it doesn't really matter. Oh no, they're not. They are. It's these. So we need an iron pickaxe with efficiency 2 in this to get the minus 5% RF. Now what would that be roughly? I mean 10% would be 18,000, so it'd be like 10,000 RF less. That's not really that great. We'll just need to get, we need to get enough so that we have close to 200,000 RF per tick being made. Now this guy produces 7,000. We could increase the size, and honestly I think what I want to do is this, and then what we'll do is we'll get a an item duct. That'll work. Let's get item conduits rather. Let's get 2 barrels, and I also want plutonium, like that much. So what we can do is something like this. Grab the cyanite, and I really should have another input, but this guy will be insert. This guy, no, other way around. This guy will be extract, always active on brown. This guy will be insert on green. This guy will be in out. In extract on green, insert on brown. So presumably, if I do this, I can get a bunch of plutonium in here. And then if I just take this out, it should fill it up. Perfect. And then this should get extracted. Once this fills up, it has a chance to extract it. Maybe. Insert, always active. If it doesn't, that's fine. But that will keep this at its max, which is about almost 8,000 RF per tick. Now this guy we can upgrade as well, and what I want to do, I think, let's replace this guy with a barrel, and what we'll do in the next couple episodes, we'll do a little bit of different things, but one of the big things that I want to try to work on is getting a bunch of stuff kind of set up so that we can make a lot more stuff happen. Basically getting more power, and then we're going to work on some automation with autocraft and all that fun stuff. So there's 20 stacks. I will put in more. Basically as many ender pearls as I can manage. And yeah, unfortunately, I think that's going to be about it for this episode. We did a lot with just this guy, and this is already full. So you know what? And this has got a huge storage. 16 million. Now, I think one of the next things we're going to want to do is, one, we're going to want to get rid of these hardened energy cells, and we're going to want it to fix this area and have nothing but we'll have all our input over here. So this is an 8 times. If we get an ender generator 64, this would be something worthwhile having, which we could probably teach our system how to make, other than the fact that these guys are annoying. So just getting, we have 8, we need 56 more of these. That's not that bad. In fact, I think we can make that. Let's go ahead and teach it. So ender generator. We need a furnace, which the system already knows how to make. We need 56 of these. So ender generators, 56. So we're missing a lot of iron and eyes of ender, but we can fix that. So eye of ender is just that, and then iron blocks is just that. I mean, we have 6,000 iron. I think we can manage this. And then ender generator. Let's do 56. There we go. So that'll craft 56 ender generators, and we can use that to make a lot more power. So the idea is going to be this. We're going to remove these guys. Let's actually pick this guy up. We're going to put him over here, and just so we can have room for more if we ever get them, what we'll do is something like this, and this can be backup power. I will store these guys in here just as backup, and then so we know how to make resonant cells. The resonant energy frames are just this with a conduit. And we can teach the system how to make that. We need electrum. And I can teach the system how to make why is this not... Oh, because it's not like that. Okay. I was confused. So we can throw these guys in here, and now we can make resonant energy cells. Let's make like 5 of these. No, let's make 4. And we can improve our power storage. And then basically all I have to do is come over here. We're gonna pop this guy off for a second. Place this one down. How was this? So input, output down the bottom to the right. So output and input. So everything should be powering just fine. And this is going to gain power. We can take this guy, put him in here with Enderium, and get another resonant. And energy cells, we have 2 so far. So basically all I'm going to do is make a little bit of a power line here. So input, output. Actually, let's do input, output, input, and then I'll put one here and one here, and we'll have plenty of power. So yeah, this is going to be how we get all of the stuff that we need. So there's the last 2. Let's go ahead and place these and get them set up, and then it is way past time to end the episode. So input, output, input, output. So this will very quickly charge everything, and with all that power, I think next time we are going to start working on getting a couple of things set up. We need to get a lot of power going to this guy. So he has an internal buffer of 10 million. This guy, we should be able to actually create him. No, it costs that many for 3,000 ticks. So we're gonna pick this guy up. Honestly, we might infuse him. Let's go ahead and do that actually. Pick him up and reduce power consumption, faster creation speed. So we're gonna try to infuse that at least a little bit and go from there with I'll need to get more dimensional shards. I will deal with that between episodes maybe, but even just a little bit of an infusion will help. And pretty much I need to put this to either directly to a tesseract or something, just to get as much power as possible to it, just to make this Dimlet. So it's gonna take some finagling, and we're gonna have to make some stuff a little bit better, but ultimately it's gonna be good. So something else we might want to do is put another access port, put another access port for all this stuff, but we'll deal with that later. So the plan is I'm going to charge all of these guys, and we're going to make a lot of power to get Draconium, and then we can get into Draconic Evolution, and that will be fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know it was a lot of auto-crafting and all that kind of stuff, but it's going to help in the long run. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!